Okay, hello everyone. Welcome to my channel. Welcome or welcome back. I'm doing a 3 looks 1 palette because I'm back on my bullshit with the 3 looks 1 palettes. I'm back. I'm doing it. I'm back in the swing of things. And this, as you already know, this video is with the Oden's Eye and Angelica Nyqvist Little Ghost palette. I bought this on Black Friday this year. This was my only purchase, this in the Trick or Treat palette. I think this color story is really, really fun. I like the way it works together. I like in terms of color story, how you can use this licorice shade to deepen up basically all of these tones. Maybe obviously not the orange, but I don't know. I think there's a nice array of textures in here. I will give my thoughts at the end. And let's just jump right into it, shall we? Okay, hello and welcome to the first look using the Oden's Eye Little Ghost palette. So I'm going to do two-toned eyes using the oranges and the purples. So I'm going to start on both eyes with the shade Licorice. And I've primed my eyes with the NARS Smudge Proof eyeshadow base, and I have not set my lids. And I'm going to take Licorice and just place this on my inner and outer corners and connect it through my crease. Okay, so for this it's gonna be my orange eye. Now I'm going to take the shade Broomstick, which is this orangey shade, and use this to blend out the shade Licorice. Okay, and then on the other side, I'm going to take the shade Little Ghost and do the exact same thing. Okay, and then I'm going to take the shade Candy Corn. By the way, the brush I used initially was just a random pencil brush. Then I used 2 Blend Bunny B1s. And I'm going to take a Sigma E33 and blend this out. I'm trying to incorporate more brushes into my videos and I keep forgetting, so. And then go back in with a little tiny touch more Broomstick. And then I'm going to take the shade Skeleton, which is this really light purple. Honestly, I'm just going to take the same Sigma E33 and wipe that off. And blend out the purple side. Now I'm actually going to mix a little bit of Skeleton and Little Ghost together just to blend it out. I feel like Skeleton is very basically like off-white, and I need just something to blend it a little bit more. just gonna mix them. That's definitely better. Now I'm going to take some NYX glitter primer and squeeze that and place that on the center of my eye. And then for this orange eye, I'm going to take the shade Screech in the outer and inner part, and then the shade Boo in the center. So starting with the shade Boo and putting that right in the center. And then take Screech and put this in the inner and outer part. And then for the other eye, I'm going to take Boo in the center again to match, and then Ominous in the inner and outer parts. And then I'm going to start with Boo, which is such a sparkly and pretty shade. Then taking Ominous. And then I'm going to go back and forth between my lid shades, so going back and forth between Boo and Screech and just blending them even more together. And then Ominous and Boo. I'm just going to go back with Licorice on the inner and outer corners of my eyes, and then through my crease as well. And then take Broomstick one more time. Same with Little Ghost. And then the transition shade, so Skeleton with a tiny, tiny touch of Little Ghost mixed in. And then Candy Corn. And now I'm going to take the shade Cobweb. I'm going to put that on my brow bone. Okay, and I'm going to take a matte black. This is just the matte black called Happy Ending from the Oden's Eye Merry Christmas palette. And I'm going to put this on my very inner and outer corners. And then I'm going to take the shimmer, so I'm going to take Screech and Boo on my fingers. I'm going to intensify these on my lid and then tap it lightly when I have less product on my finger over the outer part. And then taking Ominous and Boo on my fingers and doing the exact same thing. Okay, now I'm going to do the rest of my base and then be back to show you the lower lash line. Okay, hello. So I did my base. Now I'm going to do my lower lash line. It's going to be pretty simple, honestly. I'm going to just keep it same. So I'm going to take this deep shade in the inner and outer parts of my lash line. I think I actually want to keep the middle part like pretty open, which I don't necessarily always do. And then I'm going to take Broomstick and blend out the inner and outer parts of my eye, my lower lash line, and do the same thing with the shade Little Ghost. Okay, now I'm going to take Candy Corn and blend the inner and outer parts of my eye out, my lower lash line. And then take the same mixture of Little Ghost and Skeleton and blend my other eye out. And then taking Happy Ending, which is the matte black, and putting this in my lower lash line as well. Okay, so then I'm going to take each of the shades that I used on my lid. So this is Screech. I'm just taking it with my finger and placing this on like my lower lash line basically. And then I'm going to take Boo on the center of both of my eyes, right in the center. And I'm going to bring that kind of far down. Okay, so that's basically where I'm going to leave my eyes. I'm going to do my lips, lashes, finish up the rest of my face, and I'll show you the finished look. Okay, and this is the finished look. Okay, so I did this little design on my cheek. I was like, cute, wow, I'm so good at this. And then something about the angle of like painting on the right side of my face, I was like, this looks like a toddler did this. So like part of my face is cute. The other part of my face is not so cute, but that's okay. On my lips, I have the Makeup Forever Artist Color Pencil in Endless Cacao, as always, as well as the NYX Suede Matte Lip Liner in Sandstorm, if I can find it. Oh, here. And then the NYX Fat Oil Lip Drip Lip Oil in the shade Scrollin', which is such a cute, like, light orange. I really like this. I like the formula of this as well. It's nice. It's very much feels like a more hydrating lip gloss kind of vibe. So, no, I like it. And I really like this look. I feel like it's less two-tone than I maybe wanted it to be, but I don't know. I still like it. I still think it's nice and fun and grungy, and yeah, that's all. I really am enjoying this palette so far. And let's get into the second look. Okay, hello and welcome to the second look using the Oden's Eye and Angelica Nyqvist Little Ghost palette. I am running short on time today. It is New Year's Eve and I want to film this and then have enough time to take it all off and redo my makeup for New Year's Eve. So let's just get crack-a-lackin'. And that also means that I'm not gonna do anything super crazy intense, but sometimes I feel like it's also good to have a mix of like really intense looks and then also looks that are a little bit more approachable. So there you go. Also, let me put this lip balm on again because my lips are looking weird. The Summer Fridays Lip Butter Balm is like the best lip balm ever. It's stupid expensive, but it's so good. Not the point of this video though. So I'm going to start with the shade Banana Taffy and just see how this goes. And I'm going to use this as my first blending shade and run this all the way through my crease. To me, this shade though, even because I did eye swatches in my first impressions, and I feel like this shade is a little sheer. It's fine, it's definitely workable, and I'm going to be able to blend with it really nicely, but it's a little sheer in my opinion. And then I'm going to take the shade Haunted House. Oh my god. People won't stop texting me, I'm just so popular. Oh, by the way, before I forget, this was a Cosmic Brushes CB1. And now, what am I gonna do? Now I'm just gonna take a Wet n Wild brush. This is a little crease brush. You can get it on Amazon for $1. So there you go, and I have so many of these. Anyway, I'm gonna put this in my outer corner and run it through my crease. This is such a pretty blue. going to take a little bit of Banana Taffy one more time and blend over the edge. And now that I've created a green in my crease, I'm going to try to blend a purple into this. So this may not be my best look ever, but I didn't just want to do another like orangey eye because I already kind of used all those tones. I wanted to try to use every shade in the palette. Anyway, it's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. And now I'm going to take the shade Licorice and use this to deepen my outer corner and my crease if it turns muddy, which it is likely to do. It just is going to happen, and it's going to be fine. Okay, honestly, not so bad. Not as bad as I thought it was going to be. So now I'm going to hop off camera, cut my crease, and I will be right back. Okie dokie, so I cut my crease. Now I'm going to take a bit more of Licorice. Well, no, actually that's a lie. What I'm going to do is take Haunted House, which is the blue, and stamp this on the edge of my eye where I cut my crease to get back the gradient of the shadow. I'm really back on my half-cut crease kick. I was off it for a long time, but now I'm back. And then I'm going to take a little bit of Haunted House and very carefully run this over the edge of my crease one more time. And then I'm going to take Licorice and intensify this on my outer corner. And also take this and very carefully run it over the very edge of my half-cut crease. Actually, you know what? No. I want to take an even tinier brush. By the way, this is a Cosmic Brushes CB4, which I'm absolutely obsessed with. And I'm going to take just a tiny pencil brush, this is just from Beauty Bay, and define where I cut my crease. And then I'm going to take Banana Taffy on a Sigma E33 and run this over the very edge one more time. Actually, normally I do all this blending stuff, I think after I put the shimmers on my lid, but really, it doesn't ultimately matter. First though, I'm going to take some NYX Glitter Primer and place this all over the area where I cut my crease. And this is again just a random Beauty Bay brush. And then for my lid, I'm going to take the shades Creepy and Boo. So I'm going to take Creepy first, and I'm going to place that right in the center of my lid. And then I'm going to take Boo on the same brush. To quickly do the same thing on my other eye. Okay, and then I'm going to take Haunted House again one more time and blend this into the shade Creepy just to make sure there's a little bit more of a gradient. And then take Creepy and Boo on my fingers and intensify these shades on my lid. And then finally for my top lid, I'm going to take the shade Cobweb and use this to highlight my brow bone. Okay, now I'm going to do my base and then I'll be back to show you the finish, or to show you the lower lash line. Okay, I did my base. Now I'm going to do my lower lash line, but I'm going to keep it pretty same. So I'm going to take Haunted House and put this underneath my eyes and blend it out. Okay, now I'm going to take Licorice and deepen my lower lash line. And then I'm going to take Banana Taffy and blend everything out. And then I'm going to take a matte black. This is just the shade Black Hole from the Oden's Solmåne 2 palette. And place this on my outer corners. And then last but not least, I'm going to take the shade Cobweb, this satin kind of light goldy white. I'm going to give that a spray and put that on my inner corners. Okay, so that's where I'm going to leave it. I'm going to finish up the rest of my face and show you the finished look. Okay, so this is the finished look, but I've had some difficulties off camera. My lash wouldn't glue down and it just kept sticking, and then my eye's watering, and then it's like going everywhere, and now it's all dark and nothing will stick to this area, and it looks so fucked up and I just don't know what to do about it. I'm gonna try to take pictures just from the left side of my face and hope that it turns out, but this is the way it's supposed to look. This eye is the fucked up version of it. It is what it is. Nothing, your makeup doesn't always turn out the best. I honestly do not know what happened. This doesn't happen to me often. It is what it is. So, on my lips, I have the NYX lip liner in Espresso and the Merit Signature Lip Lightweight Lipstick in the shade 1990. And on my waterline, I have the Berry M High Vis eyeliner in the shade Caution, I believe. Yes, it's a blue. I really like it. Just look at this eye. I really like it. It feels like oceany to me. I don't entirely know why. I think it's like greeny blue with like the blue on my lid. I don't know. I like it a lot. It's relatively simple but impactful still, I think. And let's just get into the next look, because honestly, I can't wait to wash this off because it's bothering me the way my red eye looks. So if you ever feel bad about having a bad makeup day or something, know that you are not alone, okay? It happens to all of us. Okay, hello and welcome to the third and final look using the Oden's Eye Little Ghost palette, which has weirdly gotten bent out of shape and I'm so sad about it. I'm gonna do something a little bit different, I think. I'm gonna start with the shade Haunted, which is this blue. And I'm going to place this all over my lid. Try not to set the creases in my eye, which I've already done. And basically, I'm going to take this all over my lid, blend it out. And I'm basically just going to take this all over my lid, blend it out. It's very, very simple. And then I'm going to take the shade Ghoulish, which is this lighter blue, and blend the edges of this blue out. By the way, this is the first brush I used was a Morphe M433, and this is a Moda crease brush. To take the shade Zombie, which is this light purple shimmer, on my finger and tap this all over my lid. So it's not going to be super opaque, but I just want to tap it everywhere. And then I also might take a little bit of the shade Creepy, which is this blue. It's a little bit darker, and tap this on the outer part of my eye. It's nothing really overly structured, just kind of tapping some shimmer, you know? And then I also might take the shade Boo, which is this pinky blue iridescent shade, and tap this kind of like right in the inner part. Because why not? So we get tons of shimmer everywhere. Cool, and actually this is where I'm going to leave my top lid. So I'm going to finish up the rest of my face and then come back to do the lower lash line, and I'm gonna do a liner. Okay, I really like the way this looks with my blush. Oh, I'm so happy. Okay, so for my lower lash line, I'm gonna take the shade Haunted and put this underneath my eyes. And then I'm gonna take Ghoulish and blend it out, just like I did on my top lid. I never do looks this soft, so I feel like I don't even recognize myself. And then I'm gonna take Zombie again on my finger and just tap this, oops. Tap this all underneath my eye as well. Just make it sparkly everywhere. Okay, and now I'm going to take the shade Cobweb, which is this light white shade. Give this a spray and place this on my inner corners and on my brow bone. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do, I wanna do a really, really big liner, like smoky liner situation with the shade Licorice. Okay, and so basically I'm gonna take this on an angled brush, and at first I'm gonna just do a liner, okay? And then we're gonna figure it out from there. Okay, so I did this little like design basically so that when I open my eyes and look forward, you can still, like, the liner is basically together, or together, like, kind of forms one shape, and then when I close my eyes, it has like this little thing. Basically, I don't think I showed it, but I basically just close my eyes and then connect the wing to my lash line, and then when I open my eyes, that's what it looks like, and fill it in, and then I just finessed it a little bit. I also think I want to take this, I'm just going to take an even smaller brush. This is a Cosmic Brushes CB5. I'm going to take this along my outer, like the lower part of my lower lash line as well. And also connect it because I want to have, actually, you know what I'm going to do? Did I already fuck this up? I'm going to do, like, I'm going to place the darkness here, and then I think I'm going to make a little other wing. Okay, they're not even, but it'll do. So, I don't know, it's kind of fun. Something that I do not do at all, typically. But it's nice to change things up a little bit. I don't know, I'm into it. So this is honestly where I'm gonna leave it. It's relatively simple, to be honest, especially because it's with shadow, so it's really easy to clean up and stuff. So I'm gonna finish the rest of my face and show you the finished look. Okay, and this is the finished look. Super different for me, but I love it. I think it's so nice. I really took a Halloween palette and made it winter, which for me is so unheard of, but I really, really like it, and I think it's something different too. Overall, my thoughts on the palette, I really like this. I honestly don't even know if this is still available at the moment, but I don't know. I like this palette. Oden's Eye's formula, like I mentioned, I think earlier in this video, is nice. I really love the shimmers, especially. I think they're super great and sparkly, and I like them a lot. I love the different textures in here, but the mattes I like, although I do feel like they aren't quite they don't go on the eyes as they look in the pan. I think they always go a touch lighter. That's just my opinion. I honestly don't really hear people talk about that much, but that's just kind of my experience with Oden's Eye. Honestly, I really like their color stories. I love the packaging. I do like the formulas, which is why I keep buying from them. Not to say that they don't have issues on their own, but I really like this palette. I'm happy that I bought it. I'm happy I bought it on sale. Oh, also on my lips I have the Annabelle Big Show Matte Liquid Lipstick in the shade Flirtatious, and I have the Berry M High Vis eyeliner in the shade Dangerous, which is a purple. Also, I, as you can see, did some liner details and some gems. These gems are just from Michaels, I believe. And then the liners are the Gavisi Split Cake liners. I mostly use the UV pastels, but I also did little colorful freckles, which I've been really into, and I used the blue from the UV neons. So yeah, I don't know. I don't have honestly a ton to say about the palette itself. I think if you're familiar with Oden's Eye's formula and you were interested in getting it or at least on a discount or have been thinking about it, because obviously this palette was released a while ago, I think it's nice. If the colors appeal to you, the color stories appeal to you. There aren't any shades in here that, you know, were particularly problematic. I don't love, the satin isn't my favorite, but it's fine. It works as an inner corner highlight and a brow bone highlight very nicely. And yeah, let me know if you've bought this palette, what you think of Oden's Eye, their formula, etc. And thank you so much for watching, and I would love to see you in my next one. Bye.